Welcome back. Glad to see you again. I enjoyed my time with Extreme G so much that we're going to dive right into Extreme G2. A clam. Now this is the one that I actually owned when I was a kid. I didn't get my hands on the first Extreme G until much later. Boy howdy, that is a Nintendo 64 face if I ever saw one. If you like drum and bass, you're going to enjoy this soundtrack. I'm aware that there is a PC version of this game, but we're just going to be playing the N64 version today. I would suggest you listen to the PC version soundtrack. The audio quality is higher, and there are a few tracks that aren't on the N64 version. Oh, I should explain the cheats. I turned on cheats for... There were 2 different cheats for all racers and all tracks. However, we'll pop into the menu here. Actually, I'll show you first. For some reason, when you select a stage, gives you access to all these. Also, for some reason, the menu theme doesn't play every once in a while. However, it doesn't give you access to the track variations. So in order to get those, I will go into the menu. There's a password menu here. And I have this on, let me pull this up on GameFAQs here. Good old trusty dusty GameFAQs. On this cheat menu here, on the cheat that it has on GameFAQs, it says a lowercase s. However, when I input this just as is, all caps, it works just fine. So I don't know what that's all about. But no matter. Let's check out an extreme contest. Actually, before I do this, I need to see if I can get the menu theme to even work. Kind of wondering why it's not. There we go. Weird. Some interesting looking characters here. Like I said when playing Extreme G, I don't know if it's a good thing that we can see the characters now. Isn't that one of the purple dudes from Dragon Ball? From DBZ? That's just Benimaru, but with black hair. I like the color on that bike. Okay, these are the extra characters. These are the unlockable bikes. We've got... Oh, Jesus. I'm sure the modern gamers will love this little animation here. Oh, right, and then you can play as just the character. We'll take a look at that later. We'll start off with just the regular... I guess she's on the title screen, so we'll start with her. Unfortunately, I think I have a feeling how this is going to go already. Because I did a test run and I ran into the issue that I remember having with this when I was a kid, and that's that the bike is constantly flipping around backwards. I think that happened twice during my playthrough of the first one. We'll see. Count how many times the bike flips around backwards. The frame rate looks a little worse too. Oh, that's right. I forgot about the... What did they call it? Not drift. Slide. There's voice acting for picking up items in this one now. Alright, this isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I think my memory of playing this as a kid was using the crazy bikes without actually learning how to play the game. Nope, there we go. First time the bike flipped around backwards. And I know the solution to that is just get good, bro. But like I say in this channel description, I'm your middleman between normies and nerds, so I feel like I can give you a little perspective of what this is like for somebody who's not... somebody who's playing it for the first time. The general audience's perspective on this. I gotta use them boosts. Also, I think when you use the boost in this one, if you hit the wall, it like cuts off the boost. In the first one, it kept you going. Let's see here. No, I didn't lose it. Okay, I was wrong about that. Fortunately. This one in general is much more difficult. It's harder to steer the bike. The stage has way more turns. The missiles are like not even hitting the other bikes. At the very least, they seem to have fixed the issue with blowing yourself up. Oh my god, look at that character model. That does not look right. Oof. Female designs in Western games. They were already pretty bad back then, in some cases. The fast start thing doesn't seem to be a thing anymore. Okay. Even the way the camera moves is a little bit, like, it's kind of hard to see where you're turning. I know what happened. I zoomed in. That's what it is. If you, on the D-pad, if you hit, like, accidentally hit the D-pad, you can zoom it in and it saves the location that you zoomed it into. So once you accidentally hit the D-pad, you can't get the camera to go back to how the default is. You just have to, like, guess where it would have been. Also, second time the bike flipped around backwards. Here we go, here's a speed section. There were a lot of these in the first one. Almost every stage had a big speed section like this. Homing missile. English does not sound like this voice actress's first language. That almost sounds like an Eastern European accent, I'm not sure. At least I'm doing a little better on this race. Just one bonk off of the wall though, and you can totally lose it. The first one had that shield thing that like kept you going in the right direction. Basically, I think what I'm trying to say here right off the bat is like they fucked up the controls somehow. The first one had much better controls. It was just generally way more fun. I'm gonna give this a chance because it's got a lot of content. I mean, with all the different types of track, all the different routes for each track, more bikes. I like the design of the stages. The environments are cool. I think once you start playing with the faster bikes though, it just becomes like impossible to control. I kind of want to look at some reviews from the time period and see what people were saying about it. This level was much more fun than the first one. This level feels more like something from the first game. First? Is that a German accent? And that's what that icon was. Also, I noticed when reviewing the footage from my playthrough of the first game that all of the other racers are vehicles that you can't control. And they're unique too. They're not just like the same one but with different colors. They're actually like unique bikes. Both of these games have a really cool motion blur effect on the wheels. And I didn't notice while playing the first one that they had different pictures on the tire tread. Like one of them was a skull, one of them was a star, kind of like an American flag thing. The bike's lasers are much cooler in this one. The way they bounce around on the stage is really neat. The sound effect for it is way cooler too. Okay, so they've improved the shots from your own weapons stopping you. That doesn't seem to happen anymore. So I'll give them that. I'm trying not to be negative about everything. The frame rate looks worse. It's really a shame because I do like just about everything about this game. Can't see shit, Captain. But you really need to get that searchlight thing. Position 2 out of 3. That many racers have already died? Third time. bike flipped around backwards. It's happened on every stage so far. Position first. I'm winning just because the other racers have died. Come on, grab that light. Shit. I don't know how I'm making my way through here. I guess the arrow kind of shows you. Had I not just peeked at the menu while playing the first one, I wouldn't even have known about the slide thing. From what I can see, there is no menu that shows you the controls in the game. Okay, in this one, they are all the same bike, just a different color. And when your shield is destroyed in this one, I'm pretty sure you're out. I never figured out what was going on with the shield in the first one. The flashing lights don't bother me. I've never had an issue with that, but that could be disorienting for some people. I mean, my thought on that is, if you have a problem with flashing lights, maybe don't play a fast-paced racing game. That's kind of on you. Also, that was incredible how all 4 of those rockets totally missed 2 racers right in front of me. I need to use my boost. The little rear view mirror thing is kind of strange. Oh shit, that was a waste. What now? Phosphor flare? The new items are kind of cool. Weapons, whatever you want to call them. That's something this has that F-Zero did not. Kart racing style items. Okay, I'm doing better than I thought I would. Spoke too soon. I won't say they completely fucked up the controls, but they definitely don't feel as good as the first one.
First place.
I think maybe this is a case of them they withhold the faster things until you get good at the game. That doesn't look quite right. Pixie? I'm gonna guess if she says extreme, that means confirmation for something. Okay, who were we here? I guess I'll just go through all of them. Let's see, what was she? This one's faster, less shield though. I wonder if this is gonna slow the game down. Having no screen fog. Screen fog, no, that's the texture blurring thing. That disabled the N64's texture blurring deal, and you can just see the draw distance on the track now. Well, I think I'm going to be turning that back on. I kind of had a feeling that whatever this was, it would be something I wouldn't want to see. That fog is there for a reason on the N64. They probably had to reduce the draw distance on the track so that it wouldn't slow down without the fog, because you can see less of the track now without the fog on. Oh crap, I did it again. I keep hitting the D-pad. No, that's just the reverse. Yeah, once you hit the D-pad, like, it's on you to put it at whatever distance you want. You can't just hit default. Okay, I'll try this. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna have to restart the game. Okay, heard that buzzing sound. That's probably it disabling that. Yeah, and then it goes back to your normal name. Okay, that's good. Well, that's good. We just avoided me having to input that big password again. N64 games do not look right without that texture blurring. Backwards again. I think so far there's only been one race where that didn't happen. This has a lot of product placement. I think one of them had Slim Jim. Oh, no, that was Wave Race. I was testing out Wave Race Blue Storm. I'm going to do a little comparison between Wave Race and Wave Race Blue Storm. I didn't realize I liked racing games so much. Racing games and third-person shooters. This is turning into an N64 channel. Well, I have to say, this is going a lot better than I thought, than I remember it being as a kid. This is easier than I remember it being as a kid because of the slide button. All I remember doing when I played this as a kid was turning on the cheat to get the fastest bike and then like bouncing all over the place, bouncing off the walls. Gotta use that boost. More turns though. Each stage seems to have more turns. And I think to compensate for that, the game just isn't as fast. Yet, anyway. The first one I would give like 7.5 or even an 8 if I'm feeling generous on the fun scale. It was pretty fun. This so far is like 6, maybe 5.5 to a 6. Maybe I should simplify my scale because that's out of 100. So I'll just say a 5. I'm not gonna do my ranking out of 1,000 like Review Bra does. Absolutely atrocious. I think I might need a different bike. It's an interesting voice she had. We'll give Red-Headed Grace Jones a go here. I guess I'll try the actual championship a few more times, but if it goes poorly, then I'll just switch to practice mode so we can take a look at all the levels. Or maybe a good amount of them. And we flip backwards again. Is that my fault? Yes. The solution to that is to be better at the game, but again, you gotta think about the person who's playing this for the first time. It happens far too often for me to forgive it. Okay, I like this bike a lot more than the other one. Bike choice seems pretty important. That other one just wasn't fast enough. I like the tread on this one. It's like tank treads. The turns are too tight. Feels like it slows you down on certain parts of the stage.
Multiple missile. Rear fire rocket.
This bike had like a little froggy face in the first one. A lot of them had kind of a pareidolia.
Rear fire rocket.
Doesn't seem like they do in this one.
Mortar. Mortar.
Did I blow myself up?
Place.
I'm gonna have to review the footage there. It looked like I blew myself up. Look at that, even the computer flips are on backwards. It ain't just me. I swear that is just Grace Jones. That's just a picture of Grace Jones, but they made her skin white. Oh, wrong button. Whoops. Wow, this guy can't even hit the right button. This game fucking sucks, dude. I want to like this, but I'm very frustrated with the controls.
Three, two, one, go.
This is a spot that I remember being able to break the sound barrier easily.
Rear fire rocket.
Those things are funny. If you watch the rear fire rockets, they will like sail right past most of the other racers and not hit them. So we've gone from the rockets being so explosive that they blow you up too, to now not being able to hit anything. Flipped around backwards.
Homing missile. Rear fire rocket. Rear fire rocket. Homing missile.
Doing pretty terrible on this one.
Multiple missile.
I don't think you get to break the sound barrier yet. You need the crazy bikes to do that.
Mortar.
This stage is a little bit more fun, but that's because there are less turns. Mortar's pretty useless in both games.
Homing missile.
Come on, get up there.
Homing missile.
interesting trajectory on that missile. Damn, I am way behind. Oh, broke the sound barrier. Hell yeah.
Rear fire rocket. Homing missile. Third place.
I don't know how I'm doing points wise, but I don't think I'm going to be seeing this whole championship. Oh, I need to check out the arcade mode, the wipeout shoot thing. This game's version of shoot 'em up. I'm still doing okay.
Three, two, one, go.
And you can move the bike up and down. I'm not sure what that does. Can't tell if that's giving me a speed boost when I'm going up or down. No explanation for that either. Maybe there is in the instruction manual. We get used to how games explain themselves, like in the actual game these days. He flipped around backwards. That's not doing anything. That was pretty cool. That was a fantastic demonstration of how the missiles don't hit shit in this game. Right in front of me, and all 4 of those missiles missed.
Homing missile.
Did that hit the track?
Homing missile. Motor.
Backwards. Every single stage so far. Except for one, I think.
Exhaust. Rear fire rocket. Motor.
I'd say I want to check, like, maybe Nintendo Power's reviews of this from the time period, but they were usually pretty generous, since they were selling Nintendo games after all, or advertising them. I might have a quick look at them and maybe read some.
Homing missile.
Yeah, this is it for this championship. It's alright, I want to see Ginger Grace Jones get dropped into the fires. Even the slightest little bump into the wall can just about send you backwards. Almost did there. You blow it! Okay, we're gonna just do a little single player to fart around for a bit. I want to check out the arcade mode. This is the one where you shoot at the little wipeout ships. So I'm looking at reviews here, and it seems like the general consensus was that this one wasn't as good as the first one. Reviews for the first one are like 7, 8 out of 10, even N64 magazine 87%, Nintendo Power 8.1 out of 10, 8.5, 7 out of 10. And that's about what I'd give it. I'd give the first one an 8 out of 10 because that was really fun. I thoroughly enjoyed my time with that, and I'm not enjoying this, which is unfortunate. And I hate to have that kind of experience for, you know, somebody that maybe really likes this game. I don't want them to just have to listen to me say, this isn't as fun. So I'm going to play around for a little bit more and then we'll stop. But let's see here. IGN 6.9, 7 out of 10, 6.6, 8.2, 5.5 out of 10 GameSpot. Yeah, even though that's about where I would rank this one. I'd give this like a 5 out of 10. It's good in almost every aspect but the controls. Okay, let's do the crazy bikes. Actually, we'll play as one of the characters. I think they do like cartwheels when you hit the boost. This also had multiplayer, which I won't be able to show off, unfortunately. They were like little tanks.
3, 2, 1, go.
I remember doing that with my brother more than actually doing the races. This is pretty goofy. No weapons on the stage. It looks like they die in one hit.
Destroyed. Mortar.
Okay, there you go. You get weapons from destroying them.
Mortar. Wave destroyed.
Backwards. My suggestion for this is to just listen to the soundtrack. If you're a fan of drum and bass, listen to the soundtrack and maybe watch somebody who's an expert at it. I'm doing like live reviews for these games I want to do that again, but with an actual bike. That's how you know you're doing the backwards ones. I'm gonna do it with the Predator looking dude. The twerking Predator.
Three.
Does it have a pattern on the wheels?
Go.
Oh god, this stage looks like a nightmare. Backwards again. And again. Okay. That bike's a bit too much. You can't just jump into that bike, you gotta master the game first. Lumania. I think Farron and Lumania were my favorite. That one's good too. Corkscrew, Mushroom, Chicane. I gotta knock it back down to the less crazy bikes. This one's pretty. Do that one. I need to look into what other N64 racing games I can check out. I know there were certainly a lot of them. And I have a ton of them. I think the next ones I look at are going to be Wave Race and Beetle Adventure Racing. Beetle Adventure Racing I know is going to be a good time. That is one of the... I would put that up there with Rush for some of the best N64 racing games. Frame rate too, that's what some of the reviews said. The frame rate was shittin', which is very evident here. And they also mentioned what I said about that dark tunnel with the flashing lights. We got strobe lights going on here too. And like I said, that doesn't bother me, but that's a little rough for some people. Completely stopped. Didn't flip around backwards, but totally stopped. What happened there? The reviews also said that this version has better controls than the PC version. Well, there's the corkscrew. All right. I slid a bit too much there.
Phosphor flare. Multiple missile.
This game is probably why I like drum and bass. Look at that. Oh, come on. So between these two games, the first one is definitely the better game. I suggest playing the first one, but you can pass on the second one. Just go listen to the soundtrack and maybe watch a long play. But that's going to do it for Extreme G2 today. So thank you for watching, and I'll be back with more Extreme G in the near future. So stay tuned.